Hi, good day to you and welcome to my channel where I tutor you in science for free. The topic in this video will be elements, compounds and mixtures. And this is a pretty straightforward topic. I think it's just going to be more like a commentary. Let's see if we can cover this quickly. So firstly, element is a pure substance that cannot be further broken down into simpler substances using chemical processes. So basically, whatever that you see in the periodic table are elements. It is a periodic table of all the elements that we know of, and the symbols of the elements are what you see, the largest letters in each cell of the periodic table. And elements can be classified into metals, non-metals, and some metalloids. So the metals will be on the left side of this line, the non-metals will be on the right side of this line, the metalloids will be somewhere along the middle. It's not too crucial at this point to know all the examples of the metalloids. And metals have these properties and vocabulary like ductile, being able to be pulled and drawn into wires, malleable, being able to be hammered and hit into different shapes, and sonorous, sono means sound, giving a ringing sound when struck. And these are the properties for the non-metals and metalloids. And in chemistry, there's more emphasis on just metals and non-metals. And elements, they exist in monoatomic, diatomic or polyatomic forms. So the common examples of elements that exist as monoatomic elements are the ones in the Group 0, the noble gases, and molecules are a group of two or more atoms that are chemically combined together. And whenever you see this word chemically, means there's an exchange or sharing of the electrons that have occurred. So if you can see over here, the hydrogen, they share electrons. In due time, in future videos, I will be sharing on how these sharing of electrons or donating of electrons, exchange of electrons come about. So that is for molecules, and polyatomic molecules are the same. They is a group of 3 or more atoms chemically combined together. Ozone will be the most common example of being triatomic. So whenever you see a diagram that shows you things like this or this, you must be able to deduce that they are elements. Okay, next we go on to compounds. A compound is a pure substance having 2 or more elements that are chemically combined, most importantly in a fixed ratio. This fixed ratio portion is very important. An example will be like water, H2O. The symbol is the letter that you see from the periodic table, and the subscript tells you how many copies of the preceding element exist in this molecule. So H2O has 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen in this ratio. So all water molecules have this setup. A diagram form, if you can see the illustration that shows you this, you must be able to pick up that this is a compound. So here is a list of common compounds, the elements present, as well as their ratio. And in a compound, because they are chemically combined together, they lose the properties of the original atoms, the original elements that make up the compound. For example, a magnesium oxide is made up of magnesium and oxygen. The physical appearance looks like this, and the melting point looks like this. You can see that as a compound, once the elements change to compounds, combine together to become compounds, the attributes and characteristics change as well. And lastly, we go on to mixtures. It's simply just 2 or more substances, can be elements or compounds that are not chemically combined and not in any particular ratio. So it's just a mix. So if you see a diagram that looks like this, or this, yep, they are all mixtures. So here is a little table that summarizes the differences in the mixtures and compounds. And that is all for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Do give it a like and subscribe, and share it with somebody who needs to see this. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye!